What's up guys, and welcome to a very special video. So if you remember about 2 days ago, I told you guys that there may or may not be another very special car that may or may not have been the reason why I had to get rid of the Evo here. So the Evo is back now, safe in Florida already. It got shipped super fast. And this next car has a very special purpose. It's a car that's very near and dear to my heart. And I think it's something that you guys are gonna be excited about, especially once you guys know the grand plan. So without further ado, man, I can't speak. Here is the new project. Are you stoked? Because I'm stoked. So what we have here is a 2002 Laguna Seca Blue E46 M3. And if you guys have been a subscriber of the channel for a while, and I mean bringing it back all the way to like 2012, 2011, maybe in 2010, before I got my E92 335i, this was the car that I dreamed about. This is the car that I wouldn't shut up about, and it is for sure one of those childhood dream cars. Already having an E46 sedan, and you know, everyone always wants the M3, but once I saw the Laguna Seca Blue in person, it was just one of those colors that was so special and looked so awesome, and video isn't even doing it justice right now. It has this like crazy turquoise to it that I knew one day I just had to own one. Believe it or not, I don't know if I ever mentioned this in a video, but I did have an opportunity to buy a 10,000 mile Laguna Seca Blue E46 M3 around the time that I got my 335. And I was so torn between the two and trying to decide if I should get, you know, an E46 M3 or the 335, which was the car that was more tunable and I knew I could, you know, make more power and do some bolt-ons and have more fun. And I wound up going with a 335 because I was worried if I got that 10,000 mile Laguna Seca Blue E46 M3, I would never drive it. Because I used to have the mindset where I just wouldn't want to put miles on my car. I would be stressed out about going on drives and worrying about depreciation. And I think it was sometime after I got the 335, I kind of had like a pivot in how my mindset was and a shift in my thought process. Because I really think having a car and just worrying about mileage and resale value and all depreciation, you're really just saving it for the next owner. So since that point moving forward, I really just started enjoying my cars instead of babying them all the time, and you know, not stressing about miles, because what's the point of keeping low miles if you never drive the car and never get to enjoy it? So anyway, I'm gonna give you guys a walk around after another little B-roll montage, and I'll start to tell you some of the details. And then if you notice, we're actually on Azusa Canyon right now. So I thought it'd be cool for this video to take it for a little drive, talk about how the car handles, what's done to it, and I don't know, just make an E46 M3 video. Because it is a very cool car, and I'm excited about it. And so is little Neon Princess back there. All right, before we go downhill and have a little bit of fun, I want to give you guys a walk around and talk about the parts that are already on this car. Now, this is a very clean example of a Laguna Seca Blue M3. A lot of them are abused, trashed, and just untastefully modified. This one is modified. It's not bone stock, but I think it's very tastefully modified, and I'll walk you through what on this car is an original. So if you notice, if you know anything about E46s, this does have a CSL trunk. It also does have a CSL style front bumper. I'm not sure what's OEM and what's not. I believe they're both high quality aftermarket pieces, but it's got little carbon fiber splitters. Other than that, I think these are Titan 7 wheels. But what's very cool is inside them. So this car actually came with a big Brembo kit, which is very expensive and something that I plan to do on this car anyway. So that saved a bunch of money and hassle. I was actually negotiating with the seller for a while about the brake situation, which I'll talk to you more about once we start driving. I'll kind of give you guys a rundown of how this car came about and everything. But the brakes were a big piece that I'm stoked I got to keep. So walking around back, it's got a little carbon fiber diffuser, still rolling on them Cali plates, and it has a bone stock exhaust. So if you're excited to hear some raspy E46 M3 noises, I'm sorry. My talking is gonna be the loudest thing in the video. The car is so quiet, and it's actually in really good shape to where you don't hear any like road noise or anything. Yeah, no cool intake noises, no cool exhaust noises, because that stuff is stock. But very clean under the hood. The car does have 110,000 miles on it, so it's not a super low mileage Princess, but the service that's been done to it's pretty legit. It's just had the Van Helsing subframe stuff inspected, and it actually had a rod bearing replacement under warranty at 90,000 miles. So I'm very confident in this S54. I know that they can kind of be hit or miss. Suspension wise, it's on some AST coilovers, but the best part about this car is actually in the interior. It's gonna be so hard to do this justice in this lighting, but other than an Alcantara steering wheel, this car actually has a very rare M cloth interior, which is kind of a mixture of leather and this cool M colored Alcantara centers. And it's got the full interior, the back seat, the door panels, everything. One of the things that was super important to me looking for an E46 M3 was that it wasn't a 2001 launch edition. They're the least valuable. They all come with dove gray interior, which is just bleh. And I don't know, this one was actually 2002, and from the factory it came with black Napa interior, so it wasn't a dove gray car, but this was a swapped thing. I believe that this was only an option on comp E46s, but I can't find that much information about it. All I know is that it's very rare, and it is my favorite part about the car. It's got all new interior pieces. It's got like a Euro console, and the headliner pieces are new, and just the interior on this car is flawless. And you know, I don't know, I love interiors. I'm a sucker for a nice interior, and that's really what sold this car for me. The paint overall is clean. It's not perfect. There's some sun fading or clear coat failure, I should say, on this mirror, and then a couple little spots on the hood, but overall the paint on the car looks really great. I would say if I was looking for a 10 out of 10, which would be like a perfect collector's car with immaculate paint, this car is probably like a 7 or an 8, which is the perfect threshold for a car to be clean enough to not be you know, junk, but not so clean that you're scared to drive it. So it's a very clean driver's car. But I want to go for a ride. I want to go for a drive. We've had a cop now drive up 3 times warning us about the speed limit and saying that he's waiting for us. So I don't know how spirited we're going to be able to get. I kind of chose a dumb day, the day before July 4th, which apparently a lot of people have off and are on vacation. So the mountain is packed. There's lots of people. So we're just going to be safe, and I'm going to kind of tell you the story of how this car came up and what the plans are with it. But before I do that, Colette, I want to know, what are your thoughts on the E46 M3, having been in it now for a few hours?
I like it a lot. It's really pretty. I like the good brakes on it, and the interior is amazing. I think I overheard you saying that was your favorite part. Or
oh yeah.
A big reason why you got it, but I love the interior. It's really pretty.
So she's chilling here. I think we should do a couple donuts before we head out, but we'll put those in the end of the video. Got to keep you guys watching and make sure you hit the like button. You know, just a reminder, just casually reminding you. If you don't want it, I guess that's cool too, no pressure. But it's actually pretty stand stout right now. It's got some decent chunky tires on there, but I will say it's a little too flush for my taste, because it rubs a little bit if you start to, you know, take a corner with some passion. So the rear, I think, either needs to be raised, or I don't know. It's got a lot of camber in it right now. I don't know if it's functional or just aesthetic, but the car does have a pretty cool stance going on for it right now. Stance gang, stance wars, big lip, airbag, suspension, static, friends. Shout out.
Everything you hate.
Slidey boys. E gang, E chassis gang, E46 gang. Is that Jay-Z? Is that Quan Jay-Z? Quan Jay-Z swap? Yo, out of tires. Hey, brother.
So good.
So good, brother. That's what I'm gonna do later in the end of the video if everyone hits like, if I get 5,000 million likes ever.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, that was really cool, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna smoke my tires up like that. I gotta get home.
Yeah. Trying to zoom.
You got too much front grip. You got not enough front grip. What? Spicy.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes you want spicy, but most of the time you don't want dicey.
Now because of him, we gotta wait.
No. Right now.
No, you don't want.
Zooming.
You don't want none of that zoom.
I'm trying to be zooming.
Not that zoom.
Yeah.
No.
Let me zoom.
Hey, can I try? I'm just a girl. Okay, dude.
If we look a little sweaty, it's because we've been up here chilling, trying to shoot some photos for the new merch drop that just dropped right now. Link in bio, link in description. Swipe below, swipe right. Cool car, go fast. Black tees with a cool new logo. There's a white one too. Colette, can you turn a little bit so they can see it?
Wait.
Other way. Yeah. The back is sick. And then we have that same design on a hoodie with a very cool printing technique called a puff print. So it's actually raised in like a soft like foam. Like if you've ever felt a peep or a marshmallow or like, I don't know, like a Tempur-Pedic mattress, it's basically that on your hoodie. So these are super rad.
I love that. It's a cool texture.
Oh, you know what I love?
No.
My E46 M3. And my tags, because I got cool tags. Also, we got a lanyard, and originally we were gonna sell these pins, but I thought it'd be cool. Every order that is over $100 is gonna get a pin pack with 3 of these pins. There's these 2 that you see right here, and then there's one more mustache one that may or may not have been lost. But that's a cool special thing along with a new lanyard. All the info will be on the site, and then there's a new hat that she's shooting photos of right now. It is a black hat. Oh, we have a cream hat too. I don't have one with me because I got ruined in Nick's car the other day. But that's another part of the merch drop. But these are cool. It's just black on black with a cool puffy embroidered logo, and then embroidered logo on the side too. So that merch drop just went live. Make sure you go check it out. As always, I appreciate the support, and check more info in the bio description thing below.
Hey, is this your first white shirt in a while?
Yeah, so I used to do...
Is this a new thing, or has it just been a while?
I used to do black and white shirts, but the problem is I feel like they didn't sell because I never wore them, because I would just ruin them instantly with grease and dirt.
Yeah, it is.
So,
I liked it though.
No, it's cool, and like it's summer, so I guess it's appropriate to do it now, but yeah. I'm hungry.
Yeah, you usually are.
Yeah, no, that's a thing. Can we go get drive and food?
Yeah,
all
drive
right.
and food. Let's go. Come on, hurry. Make fast.
Anyway, yeah, so we'll go for a drive and we'll tell you a little bit more about this thing. Before we start zooming away, here's some more beauty shots of the interior now that we've got a little bit better lighting. You look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. It's so good. I love this car so much. All right, time to go zoom. Ready to zoom?
Yep.
Back in the day, we used to vroom, but I like zooming better, you know what I'm saying?
Zoom, zoom.
All right, guys, 2002 E46 M3. It is not the fastest tool in the shed, but it works. I think this might be my slowest car I've ever owned, possibly. I think it's slower than my Z.
I'd believe it, yeah.
But it's so good. I love it. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't really do anything well at this point except handle. The brakes are phenomenal. The tires are actually really good, and the alignment feels set up pretty good. But let's do a girlfriend test. Let's see how hard a first gear hit throws her back in the seat. You ready?
It's gonna be disappointing.
Brace your neck. Ooh, sorry, I didn't.
I think it was more of the shifting there in a second.
It's got a lot of torque. So the E46 M3 is very much so like a peaky power car. It doesn't have a lot of low down grunt, and you kind of got to rev them out. This one doesn't have any bolt-ons per se, so it's not the most exciting tool in the shed. But what I would like to talk about is kind of the story behind finding this car. I've been looking for a blue Laguna Seca Blue E46 M3 for a while now. I kind of told you guys I didn't want a 2001, I didn't want a launch edition, and Sean from PSI, the BMW shop next door, has been keeping his eyes peeled on a bunch of different cars trying to find me the right one. This one popped up in California months ago, like maybe 3 months ago. I put a deposit on it, and because of all the COVID stuff and all the stuff going on back home, I haven't been able to get out here. So I've actually had this car purchased and waiting for me for a few months now. I'm really excited about it. Mod-wise, I don't want to reveal the full intentions and plans of this car because they're very exciting and very special. But I do want to tell you guys that I know I will probably end up modifying it in its current state before plans escalate. But I can tell you with full 100% confidence, don't be afraid. I am not ruining this car and turning it into a drift car. I would never do that to a beautiful Laguna Seca Blue E46 M3. It may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but it's definitely the sharpest looking. She doesn't like my dad jokes. I'm trying, okay? Like I told you guys, the car is so quiet that I have to keep talking to fill the space because there's no good noises that come out of this car.
Yeah, you were looking for a exhaust like the day you got it. You're on Marketplace searching everywhere locally. It's like, I need an exhaust right now, but it's not bad.
The only thing I could find was a muffler delete, and God, that would make it sound so much worse. Because these things get pretty gnarly raspy. I remember back in the day when I really wanted one of these, the Super Sprint axle back with the Super Sprint headers is like ear-piercingly loud, but it has this crazy exotic tone to it. I don't know if it has to do with the length of the runners in the header or what, but it sounds sick. I was supposed to be zooming, but I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable zooming when those cops kept telling us that they were coming out to find us, you know?
I know. Did we pass the construction zone?
No.
Or where that one cop was hiding?
Well, we passed the construction zone where the one cop was hiding, but the other cop was like, I'm waiting for you.
That's true. He did. He was trying to, and he came back twice and was like, I'm waiting for you guys. Just a reminder. And you know what? You were lucky that the cars are quiet right now, because you probably would have gotten a ticket.
It's because it's beautiful. That's why. Be jealous because it's beautiful. It's really fun to drive. I know I said this before, but it's like a slightly better Miata. You can be foot to the floor in the corners. I've only driven an E46 M3 one time ever, which is crazy to think that like it was this hugely iconic car for me back in the day, and I've just never had the opportunity to drive one. I mean, so much so that my very first t-shirt design had an E46 M3 on the front of it with a BMX hopping over it. Is that a cop? Yes.
Yes.
Alright, we good. Alright, just act cool, act cool, act cool, act cool.
Hands down.
I'm going 40. I don't know what
Normal.
Uh-oh, he's coming. He's coming, Colette.
No, he's not.
He's coming. My foot's to the floor.
Stop it. Gosh.
What?
The cops are smart too. They're not using their radar out here.
Well, we don't know that. Maybe California has some sort of special Nutri-Grain, healthy,
Radar signal? Yeah, probably.
grain-free, healthy,
Gluten-free.
lactose, no milk. Like, can we talk about that real quick?
Oh my gosh, not this again.
How hard it is to find real milk in California?
Yeah, because we're past that. We don't, you know, we found better things. Oat milk is superior. Almond milk is superior.
I'm really offended that you're trying to hijack my E46 M3 video to talk about oat milk.
You brought it up.
I didn't bring up oat milk, I brought up real milk.
Yeah,
The
but
milk
you're
of
bringing
champions.
up our ongoing debate.
Comment below, guys. Do you drink whole milk, 2% milk, oat milk, do you drink a real milk or real milk alternative? Can I brake check you real quick? Do you want to see how it feels?
Fine.
The Brembos stopped great.
Yeah.
We weren't going very fast, but I'm impressed. I like big brakes. I also like other things big, like wheels, tires, and turbos.
Yeah. You
Yep.
don't, you have all tiny turbos.
Cool fun fact, S54 ITBs kind of reminds me a little bit of how the RBs rev. Just like very like blippy when you punch the throttle, just doing like a rev match downshift. Although it does feel like there's a little bit more electrical nannies than say a RB in a Skyline. Pedal just feels a little bit more delayed. I'm not sure if these are drive-by-wire or if they are throttle cable, but it feels like there's a tiny bit of delay. But oh, we're not in sport mode. That's probably why.
There you go. That's gonna change everything.
They're not gonna find out. But we were keeping up with those other Zoomers. They're not gonna find out until the end of the video. But like we were keeping up with those other Zoomers, not even in sport mode.
Yeah.
That changes everything.
It
It's like 3,700 more horsepower. Wow, you feel that?
does. Yeah, big difference. Like, wow.
Fun fact, when I was first driving this around with Nick, I was at a stoplight and I hit the sport button and it like launched and he thought I was just messing with him. But it changes the throttle mapping. So like let's say 10% TPS in normal mode is truly like 10% throttle. In sport mode, I think it's like progressive. So 10% TPS might actually be like 30% throttle. So if I'm holding a constant throttle and I have her kick the sport button, it's like a jolt of nitrous. It's really fun. Do you want to try it?
Yeah, you can probably hear it.
Yeah, but it needs to be under load. All right, press it. I mean, I kind of exaggerated a little bit with my head, but it's a fun car. This car has had 3 owners. It's been a California car all of its life. And like it, as you guys can see, it hasn't been like molested that much like a lot of other E46 M3s have. It's got the little CSL bits, which I'm not too crazy about, but at least they're tasteful and the paint matches and it's not all chipped up. More cops. Echo.
Where? Oh, yeah.
Echo.
What is
Dude, hide the water. Yo, put that down.
Stop!
Yo, put that down. Dude. Bro.
Act cool. You're making me act weird. You're making me act
Don't
weird.
look. Don't look.
Oh my gosh,
Don't look.
stop.
Don't look.
I'm putting my hands down. my hands down.
Is it weird if I go too slow?
Yes. That's even worse.
I'll speed up, I'll speed up, I'll speed up.
Worse.
I'll speed up. You just put his lights on.
No, he didn't.
I swear to God. I think it's for another car. Man, can we go swimming?
He did not put his lights on.
He did.
No, he didn't.
I don't think he's coming for us though.
Have we not passed that construction zone
No,
yet?
we did.
We did?
Yes.
Oh.
So
Dang, there are a lot of cops out.
I hope you guys are excited about my decision with this. I don't want to reveal too much of the big secrets and surprises, but for now, the Evo wasn't the best California car for getting around with a cage and like being loud and running like 85. Where I feel like the Laguna Seca Blue E46 M3 is a great car to keep out here when I come to visit once in a blue moon. Get it? This car's blue.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so funny, dude.
That also means like not that often. So
I'll let these people go. Maybe the cop won't pull me over if he sees I'm a good Samaritan. Yeah, no, I'll come like 3 times on blue moon. But anyway, I am gonna be leaving this car out here, and it's gonna be a bit before we start diving in on it. I'm gonna be going back to Florida soon, and I really want to hop on the Skyline, but I think we're going to be focusing on the Barra first, because I think we get that motor back from the machine shop first. I'm not sure. I don't really know what's going on ever. I'm sorry that the spirited driving is minimal, as I told you before. It is July 4th weekend. There are so many people on the road, it is terribly unsafe to be driving fast. But at the end of this video, if there are enough likes, I'm checking the video right now, and if there is over 15,000 likes, then at the end of the video, I will put in a clip of me doing some donuts and toge racing the emperors of this mountain. So, can you attest that if they like the video, that will happen?
Yes.
But if you don't, it's not gonna happen.
No.
Like I have a program set up in YouTube. It actually just came out to where I can make it so it won't let you watch the end of my video. Like, have you guys ever gotten that black screen on a video where it doesn't let you keep watching and it like says there's a glitch or an error, and then you like comment, you're like, oh, the video didn't work for me. That's because you didn't like the video.
Yep.
Fun fact. It's like a little creator tool. It's kind of like a troll tool. It's an Easter egg.
Facts.
Yeah, but yeah, just making sure that you guys like the video. Make sure you check out the merch too. I sell merch and merch accessories. My website. The link will be in my bio. Swipe right, never swipe left. Make sure you look in there and check things out. We got multiple colors. We got fashion models. We got prizes and all kinds of special stuff. So, approve of my decision with this? Oh, in case you're curious, price of the car. So the seller was asking $35,000 for this car, which sounds astronomical. But if you've seen what these Laguna Seca Blue cars are going for on Bring a Trailer, it's really not that far out of the realm of what the car's worth. I will say that I did get the car for $31,000, which I think is a fair deal for the car, but the real kicker is the Brembos. That's like I could pull the Brembos out and I could pull this interior out and probably get somewhere between 6 to 8 grand right off the bat. So it's really like I paid low 20s for this car, which is really clean for that. Now obviously I'm gonna keep that stuff in the car because it saves me money in the long term and they're actual like valuable mods that I appreciate. But a $31,000 E46 M3, I think this car is a fair deal. I'm super happy with it, and I hope you guys are excited to see what's to come with this once we finish all the other builds. To be honest, like I just want to hang out in California longer, and I wasn't planning on revealing this until the next trip out here. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do it because it's gonna look cool for the merch photos, and then it gives me content because we were supposed to go driving this week, and then the track day didn't happen. So big sad, but big happy because now you guys get a video of the new car.
Zoom time?
We zoom in.
We zoom in?
We gotta wait for him to be moving.
Door must be on the
I think we were one wheel zooming.
One wheel zooming?
Yeah. It slides good, but you gotta stay committed.
Yeah.
I don't see any tire smoke. Oh my, our Zoom friend is back. Look. You think he's trying to be zooming together?
Yep.
I'm trying to be zooming.
He's trying to be zooming with you.
I wish Biker wasn't there. I'd be showing him some real zooms.
Why, are you gonna show him how to real zoom? He missed it. He doesn't know. He needs you to show him the way.
Biker in this. Should I go give him the nod, see if he wants to do a tandem battle?
No, definitely not. No. But he really, look, he's waiting for you to show him.
I mean, I could do a quick tandem battle.
You could change his life if you just show him the ways.
I go in and I flick it in the top of 3rd gear.
No, no, canceled. Canceled. Don't zoom with him. He's leaving. Is he leaving?
I'm gonna do zooming. I'm gonna give you the old flighty go.
Oh, there's so much grip in this car.
We be zooming.
Oh, this car is so grippy.
Yeah, we be steady zooming. I think they trying to have a tandem battle.
They are. Them are roll out. Papa is waiting for us down here though. He's already said it.
I know, but I don't want them to think that they're running away from me, Colette.
Okay, well, they won't. They know you zoom more.
They're revoking me of my man card right now.
No.
That's my friend John. I just met him.
They know you're a superior zoomer.
Look, they're
It's
outrunning
okay.
me.
It's okay.
They're gonna win the battle. They're gonna get the girl. Unacceptable. They ain't got Brembos like me.
Oh my god.
Time warp.
No. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's a girl.
I almost said die. If it was a girl, she'd been gone by now. Oh my gosh.
Normal people aren't used to tailgating like this.
Yes, I know, so let's, oh my gosh.
They're probably right on our rear end.
I'm worried he's gonna brake check you.
We got bigger brakes, we all good. I'm trying to win the girl.
What girl?
You.
That was a good answer. I'll let it slide. Oh!
You see them oversteering?
Yeah. I bet before you showed up, they thought they were so fast. Oh my gosh!
I could have missed this opportunity. Do you hear how quiet the car is?
Yeah.
All you hear is my testosterone. This is a smile machine. It's like a cooler Miata because you could just be floored everywhere because the car's really not that fast, but it's so exciting. They're locals, I could tell. He just dropped the wheel in the gutter.
Shut up. You always want to be like in Initial D.
I am Initial D.
You do.
Should we pass them?
Yeah, but not here. Ooh, they tried to slide. They slide in.
Yo, imagine I just handbrake, execute the corner perfectly. Are you smiling?
Yeah.
Are you zooming? I haven't touched the brakes once. Man, I would love to lead. I have made the judgment call that it is unsafe for me to pass these fellow racers on the mountain toge. So we are just gonna pretend like we won the battle. We're gonna end the video here. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see a rematch of the Blue Comet versus the White Bavarians. I just came up with those names just now. I don't know if that's their actual team name. Their team name might be California. I see it's on both of their plates. All right, we're gonna end the video here because I'm trying to have fun. We got to be focusing on the zoom. When you say